Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope that you have gone through my previous video, lecture number 50, in which we had started the new topic in grammar, chapter number 3, the agreement of the verb with the subject. If you have not gone through that video, I request you all please go through that video. And still, if you have any confusion, revise it, okay? Because unless you understood what I taught you in the previous video, you cannot solve the book exercises, okay? So in this video, lecture number 51, we are going to solve the exercise, and I hope that you have tried this exercise by yourself in your book with pencil and try to match the answers of yours with mine, okay? So come to page number 19 here, where the book exercise is given on this topic. Now if we have learned it clearly, there should not be any problem solving in these exercises, okay? Because these all exercises are related with what we had learned in this chapter. We had started our chapter, okay? We had learned what is the agreement of verb with subject. So one rule is there, one important rule when we are talking about the main verbs, okay? Going, playing, action words. When we are talking about these main verbs, there is one rule. Each and every singular subject agrees with plural verb, and if we see any plural subject, there is always a singular verb, main verb, which takes place, okay? So this is the agreement. If you don't know or if you don't remember, go through my previous video, okay? And some more important rules. These are the rules which are given here that we had discussed in our previous video, so that you need to remember and you need to remind while you are solving this exercise, okay? So with the help of this rule, I am going to solve this exercise, and I will tell you how this question or this answer is correct and why it is correct, and if it is wrong, so why it is wrong, okay? So let's come on the exercise A, in which underline the correct verbs within the brackets to complete the following sentences, okay? If you see these exercises, there are two verbs, two options given in the bracket with light green color, okay? These are highlighted. These are two options, but only one is correct and one is wrong according to your rules. So what is right and why it is right, that these two things needs to be solved in this exercise. So first, let's consider the first sentence is Rekha and Archana. Okay, these are two girls. One is Rekha and the other is Archana. Both are singular. Rekha is singular subject, Archana is singular subject, but these two singular subjects are connected with one conjunction, one word, and. So Rekha and Archana. Now these two single subjects, they combine to make plural subject. So Rekha and Archana. Now two options are given. One is, either is correct or are is correct. It depends on the remaining part of the sentence, that is sisters. Rekha and Archana is sisters, or Rekha and Archana are sisters. Either of these two sentences is correct. So think yourself. Rekha and Archana is sister, It seems correct. Or Rekha and Archana are sisters. Is it correct? So, if practically, if we don't know the rule of grammar, even then, if practically you try to understand the meaning, then you can assume or guess that what should be correct. I think Rekha and Archana, since these are two girls, so the plural verb form should come here, are. Is used only for Rekha or only for Archana, but if we are talking about both of them, Rekha and Archana, at that time we should take a plural verb, are sisters. Okay. So if you go through the first rule again, it is clear in the rule number first. Let's revise this rule. Two or more singular subjects, just like Archana and Rekha. These are two singular subjects connected by and. Take a plural verb. Okay, it take a plural verb as Sarita and Anita are classmates. So if you go through this rule, according to that rule, are is the plural subject, verb form. So I am going to underline under are. So like that, you need to solve it in your book first with pencil and match your answer with my answer. If your answer is also correct with my answer, give yourself 1 mark with pencil. So like that, we will calculate how many marks you secure in this exercise. Okay. Now come to the second exercise, second sentence. Honor and glory. Honor and glory is or are his just reward. Honor and glory is his just reward, or honor and glory are his just reward. Reward means prize which you get. So honor and glory. So if you go through rule number 3, revise the rule number 3. What it says? It says that two or more singular subjects connected by and take a singular verb if they express one thought or one idea. Now, honor and glory, these are two different subjects, but they are used to show only one feeling. Honor and glory both are related to one thought or one idea. Just like in example, bread and butter is my favorite breakfast. Bread and butter, these are two different things, but they shows the same idea or one thing or one thought. So like that, honor and glory both are showing only one thought or one idea. So that's why we'll take singular verb form. Is should come here. Honor and glory is his just reward. So according to rule number 3, it is correct. Now sentence 3, the writer and editor was or were present in the book fair. Okay. Now this is something confusion. Some confusion is there. According to two situations may be there. One situation, if writer and editor both are a single person, means the same person who is writer is editor as well. Or if the writer is different person and editor is different person, according to that situation, we can opt any one of the two options. Just like the writer and editor, if I am taking these two person as different, so now writer is one person and editor is different person. Now these two single makes plural. So like that, the writer and editor were present in the book fair if I consider these two as different person. But if these two persons are same, means the person who is writer is the editor also, means I am talking about only one person who is writer as well as he is the editor of this book. So at that time I need to choose was, single, because I am talking about a single person. These two quality belongs to a single person. So that's why if I consider him as a single, so I will take was. The writer and editor was present in the book fair, and if I take these two persons differently, so at that time the single makes plural. The writer and editor were present in the book fair. So both can be correct. It depends on the situation, the right situation. So it is not clear here. So either you tick was or you tick were, both are correct. But according to rule number 2, if you go through rule number 2, what is given here? Two or more singular subjects connected by and take a singular verb if they refer the same person or the same thing. So according to this rule number 2, if I take these two different qualities in a single person, I am going to underline was. Okay, was should be more correct here. Were is also correct if the situation is changed. Okay. Okay, now come to sentence number 4. Time and tide. Wait or waits for no man. Okay. Time, time, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 day, 2 day, 1 month. These are the times. Okay. How we calculate the time, or if you see in your watch, that time. And tide. What is tide? The high waves which comes on the surface of the sea or ocean. So these high tides. There are two types of tides, high tides and low tides. Okay, that you will learn in your senior classes what are tides. But consider waves, high waves, strong waves when they come in the sea or ocean. So time and tide either wait or waits for no man. Time also doesn't wait for anybody, and tide, it doesn't wait for anybody. They may come anytime, or they may appear any incident. But if we are talking, taking time and tide is the same thought or idea. So that time if we consider these two as a single thought or single idea, so singular subject takes plural verbs, and if we are taking these two as a different, time and tide, both are different things, means they are plural subjects. So at that time we will take singular verb. That is the technique which I taught you in my previous video. Okay, so revise that or remember that. Here, if we go through the rule number 3, what is written here? Two or more singular subjects connected by and take a singular verb if they express one thought or one idea. Okay, just like time and tide. If we take them in a single opinion or single idea, at that time we consider it singular subject, and if we consider them as a singular subject, we will take a plural verb. What is plural verbs? Waits. And singular verb? Wait. But here time is different and we are comparing time with tide. So according to that, if I take these two as a different idea, so I will take it a plural subject, and if I take it as a plural subject, I will take a singular verb, wait for no man. So that is related to your rule number 3. Next, 5. Sentence 5. Every man and every woman has visited the museum or have visited the museum. You know that has is a singular verb form and have is a plural verb form. Now it will depend on the subject whether we use the singular form or plural form. That is the agreement. Now, if we go through rule number 4, remember rule number 4. Two singular subjects connected by and take a singular verb if they are preceded by what? Each or every. Just like one example is also given there. Every boy and every girl was given a gift. We are talking about each and every single person, those who were present there. So like that, according to rule number 4, if we go through sentence number 5, every man and every woman. If we consider a single man and single woman, so at that time we will take a singular verb form, has, not have. So I am going to underline has. So always remember these rules. Okay. Next, sentence number 6. Neither tea nor coffee. ना तो चाय ना ही कॉफी, दोनों नहीं. So neither tea nor coffee was available in the restaurant or were available in the restaurants. What do you think? Which should be correct? If we go through rule number 5, what we learn in rule number 5? Two or more singular subjects connected by or not take a singular verb, because we are taking them differently, singularly. We are talking about the subject in singular manner. We are taking them as a singular, just like neither tea nor coffee was served to us. Okay, so out of these two subjects, not even a single subject was served to us or was available. So means we will take a singular form of verb. I am going to underline was, not were. Okay. 7. Sentence 7. Either Kavita or Rashmi. या तो कविता या तो रश्मि, दोनों में से कोई एक. Either Kavita or Rashmi is reading the newspaper or are reading the newspaper. What do you think? Which sentence should be correct? If we remember or revise rule number 7, when two subjects connected by or not belong to different person, both belong to different persons, the verb agrees with the nearer subject. The verb agrees with the nearer subject. Means if we are talking like subject number 1 and subject number 2. So subject number 2 is more near or nearer to the verb. So the verb will agree with the subject number 2 since it is nearer to the subject. So if we follow that rule, so here either Kavita or Rashmi. Now Rashmi is subject number 2, which is near or near to the verb is or are. Now Rashmi, since Rashmi is a singular, okay, so Rashmi is correct, Rashmi are is wrong. So that's why I underline this verb, is singular verb. Either Kavita or Rashmi is reading the newspaper. Okay, that's why I am making it, writing it correct. So I am trying to make you understand. So if you go through rule number 7, it is clear written there. Next, Sentence number A. Neither you nor he, neither you nor he, ना तो आप और ना ही वो, is a good dancer or are a good dancer. Okay, go through rule number 6. When one of the subject connected by or nor is plural, one of the subject is singular and one of the subject is plural. Just like neither you is a plural subject, and nor he is a singular subject. Means one is plural and one is singular. At that time, what you need to follow? The verb must be plural. The verb must be plural. The plural subject should be put nearest the verb. Okay, now the plural subject should be put nearest the verb. Just like here, neither you nor he. But it is already set in the question, so we cannot disturb the question. So we'll go through the rule number 7. The same rule number 7. When two subjects connected by or nor belong to different person, the verb agrees with the nearer subject. Now we'll follow this rule. Rule number 7. Now he is nearer to the verb. So verb should be agree with the nearer subject. He is nearer subject. So he is correct. He are is wrong. Okay. So underline is. Sentence 9. The news was not correct or were not correct. So if you remember rule number 9, a noun which is plural in form, the noun which looks like plural but singular in meaning, just like news. News, if we go through the spelling, N-E-W-S, news, it seems like plural, but it is considered as singular. We are talking about only one news. So don't be confused by seeing S at the end. Sometimes S comes at the end of the subject, but even then the subject is singular, just like news. Okay, and your subject's name, just like maths. If you are talking about maths, so we call it maths. S is there at the end, but even then maths is a single subject, na? So like that. News was not correct. News is a singular subject. So singular subject will take singular verb form. Next, 10th sentence. The jury. You know what is jury? Jury means, have you seen court? Have you any idea about courts where some cases are trialed there, some advocates are there, okay, some judges are sitting on the very up chair, and some case is being discussed by two different advocates. One is offending and one is saying the accused person. Like that, if you have gone through any movies in which any court scene, if you remember, one judge is sitting on the upper chair, who gives his final decision whether the person is correct, right or wrong. Okay, it depends on the judge. So if only one judge is judging the case, at that time single judge is called judge, simple judge. But some cases are so typical, that not only one judge is not judging that case. If the case is very serious, at that time 2, 3 or 5 judges are sitting and listening the case, and after listening all the trials, after listening the both the advocates, they finally make the judgment after discussion. Means all the five judges or all the three judges, they will discuss and they will finally give their decision. Means not only one single judge is judging that case, it is being judged by three or five judges. So this committee of five or three judges or two judges, they are called jury. So even they are five judges or three judges, more than one, plural, but we consider them as a team. And when the team is considered, it is considered as a singular. So the jury means the team of three or five judges, that jury was divided in their final decision or were divided in their final decision. So if we are taking the all judges as a single team, means we are treating them like a single. So at that time we will take a singular verb form, was, not were. Was is correct at that time. Okay. Next, sentence number 11. None of the work. None of the work means whatever work we had to complete, none of the work, उसमें से कोई भी नहीं, was completed or were completed by the assistant. So we have to choose, and we have to think that the none of the work means work is a uncountable noun, you know, uncountable noun which is not countable, but it is estimated according to less work or more work. Okay, so like that you can only estimate it, but you don't count the work. So if none of is attached with any uncountable noun, it is always taken as a singular, and if the subject is singular, it comes with a singular verb form. So just like according to rule number 11, okay, I am underlining was. None of the work was completed by the assistant. Means I have assigned 4 or 5 different tasks to assistant, but none of the tasks was completed. So was is taken. Why? Because it is singular subject according to rule number 11. Now 12th sentence. The Arabian Nights is a well-known literary book or are a well-known literary book. We have to choose out of these two, whether we can choose is or are. But first we will think about the subject, the Arabian Nights, whether it is a singular or plural subject. The Arabian Nights. If you look at the last spelling, last letter of this spelling, nights, it looks like plural. But since this is the name of a single book, the Arabian Nights is a single book. Okay, and we are talking about a single book. So whether it looks or seems like a plural subject, but even then it is a singular subject. The Arabian Nights is a well-known literary book. Well-known means famous. So I am underlining is. Next, 13 number. Poonam as well as Rekha. Poonam और साथ ही साथ रेखा भी. Poonam as well as Rekha is preparing breakfast or are preparing breakfast. What do you think? Which one is correct? Is preparing is correct or are preparing is correct? Poonam as well as Rekha means we are talking about two girls, Poonam and Rekha. So here we will take the plural form of the verb are preparing breakfast. Okay. The aeroplane with its crew. You know what is crew? CREW, crew. Crew is are the members who works in that plane or any ship. Okay, the members, those or the workers, those who are working, that workers are called crew. Okay, the member of that working member of that ship or airplane, they are called crew. Okay, just like teachers, they are the working members of the school, but the pilots, air hostess, and the other staff, those who are working in the airplane, they are called crew. Okay, just like that. The aeroplane with its crew was lost. खो गया कहीं. Lost. Was lost or were lost. If you go through rule number 8, what is written there? When a singular noun is connected to a second noun by with, the verb must be singular. Just like Mohan with his companions was playing cricket. We are talking about Mohan especially. Mohan was playing cricket. But with whom? With his companions. Companions may be plural, but we are specially talking about Mohan, and which is singular subject. So just like that, according to that rule, we are talking about a singular subject, which is aeroplane was lost, but with its crew. Crew may be plural, but we are still talking about only one single thing, that is aeroplane. Now let's move to the exercise B. Correct and rewrite the following sentences in the lines given below. Means one line is printed over there, but there is a silly mistake or grammatical mistake in that line. You need to find out what is the mistake and you need to recorrect it, and after correcting it you need to rewrite this sentence with pencil here. Okay, one blank line is also given to you, so like that you need to solve this exercise. So first we find out what is wrong in this sentence. First sentence is your brother and sister at home? That is a question. Is your brother and sister at home? Now, do you feel that there is some mistake in this sentence? Do you realize that what should be the mistake here? We are talking about two persons, your brother and your sister, means they are two. Two means plural. If the subjects are plural, the helping verb must be in plural form. So is always applied with a singular subject. Now here we find that two subjects are there, brother and sister. So that time we'll use plural verb form, that is are. Are your brother and sister at home? So if you find out what is the mistake, now you can correct it and you can rewrite the sentence like I have written here. Just like this, are. And I have also underlined what is the mistake in the sentence and where I made it correct. So I underlined are. So are your brother and sister at home? Second sentence, my neighbor and friend have stood first in the examination. Now think about it. My neighbor and friend. Now my neighbor and friend, whether I am talking about only a single person or I am talking about two different person. But at the first position only one can stood. Means it indicates that I am talking about only one person who is my neighbor as well as my friend. Means I am these two things, neighbor and friend, I am talking about only one person. So that's why if the neighbor and friend is a singular subject, so we have to apply a singular verb with it. Just like my neighbor and friend have stood. Now have comes with the plural subject, but has come with the singular subject. So we have to replace has with have with has. So what I've written here, I have written that my neighbor and friend has stood first in the examination. That should be correct. And I have also underlined has, because I want to highlight it that here I have made correction. So like that. Sentence number 3. English as well as French are taught in this academy. Now English as well as French are taught in this academy. Now come to rule number. If you remember that the rule number, which rule number? As well as. So okay, so what does this rule say? This rule says that if any subject comes with as well as or with it takes a singular verb form. So here I found that are, English as well as French are taught. So I made it correct here. In place of are, I used is. English as well as French is taught in this academy. Okay, so that is where you may have to make a change. Sentence number 4. Every nook and corner of the house were checked. Every nook and corner. Corner, you know what is corner? That is the corner. And nook. Nook is just like a nukkad. In Hindi Natak, we use that nukkad. Okay, that is also like a corners. Okay, every point of the house. What do we mean to say that? Every point of the house, every place in the house, every nook and corner of the house was checked, not were, was. So it will take a singular verb form, was, not were. So I made the change here, and I underlined also. Next sentence, neither the principal nor the teachers is present in the school. Neither the principal nor the teachers. Okay, this is also according to the rule. If we find any two subjects in any sentence, and that these two subjects are connected with or not, the helping verb will agree with the nearer subject. Now nearer subject is teachers, and teachers are plural. So that's why I made the change. I replace is with are. Neither the principal nor the teachers are in the school. Okay, the verb will agree with the nearer subject. 6. Either you or she are to be blamed. Again the same rule. She, the second subject is she, and she is singular. So the verb will agree with she. Okay, not with you. So either you or she is to be blamed. Okay. Now every boy and every girl were scolded. Scolded means डांटना, डांटे गए. Every boy and every girl was scolded. Why was scolded? If you go through the rules, you will know that why it is used here. Okay, we are talking about a single boy and every single girl. So that's why we have taken was here. None of the furniture was broken. Now, furniture is again uncountable noun, just like a work. Work is uncountable noun. Furniture is also uncountable noun. So none of the furniture was broken. Was is correct. So underline was. Last sentence, 60,000 rupees. 60,000 rupees. Now it is plural. 60,000 means more than one. It is plural. But we are taking these as a one single amount. Okay. 60,000 rupees or 60 lakh rupees, we are talking about a single amount. So when we consider any measurement in a single form or singular subjects, 60,000 rupees are a large sum. Now R is used with plural, but we are considering this amount as a singular. So that's why we will replace R with is, and then I will underline this is. 60,000 rupees is a large sum. Now I hope that you have understood that why we have what are the mistakes in these sentences and how we have made it correct. So if you have checked your answers with my answers and I have given the reasons along with my answers, so now try to understand why these answers are correct. And if you still feel any problem, you are free to WhatsApp me, you are free to talk me, okay? But you need to finish this exercise in the book with pencil, and if some of the sentences are wrong, you can make it correct, then note it down in your CW notebook, okay? So in the next video, we'll start with the next topic, and the syllabus for your second term I have posted in your class group. You should go through it, okay? And the chapters which are not mentioned there in that syllabus, they are deleted from your syllabus this year, okay? So I hope that you have understood what I have taught you. Take care. Bye. Thank you.